How are we doing, people? Welcome, one and all, to the Play It Forward Box 2022. I had to think then. I nearly said 2021. 2022. I hope we are all good. It's going to be a little bit of show and tell. No negativity, just a pure show and tell. It's going to be good. We've got the new owner of the Play It Forward Box as well. Well, didn't even know you, Chef, had an intro. Oh, shall I play the intro again for you, Skelly? I'll play it again for you. Let's do it from the beginning. There we go. That's how we go, boys. I hope everyone is good. I've had an awesome weekend. Spent it with 5 of my nearest and dearest tubers, my extended family, my brothers, Sai, brother. Sai's my brother. So basically, we all met up at the weekend, the Retro 5 crew, and the honorary member, which is Martin, the Hobby Lodge. Just want to put it out there as well. We all met up at Scott Sager of the Zombie house. Well, actually, fair enough. No, we met in the pub first, watched England rugby, and then Lee and Paul pissed off some people. I think Lee said the word "see you" into. I ain't gonna say it tonight. It's a school night. He said "see you next Tuesday," and some old lady kind of walked. Anyway, and then we went to Scott's shop. A couple of boys spent a few quid. Great to see Scott's shop. Retro Realm is awesome. Get a little bit tingly. Very excited. And a few things happened while we was at Scott's shop. I'm just going to show you a small bit of leaked footage from the CCTV.
No, oh, look at the hips going there. Oh.
I've got some moves, bro. I don't fucking matter.
You what?
Listen, when I fuck hard, alright?
So, yeah, there's a bit of CCTV footage there. I don't know how I got hold of it, but I did. But let's bring in the tuber who I've passed the Play It Forward box on to, and then we'll go through a couple of bits. It's a really good friend of mine. I've been lucky enough to meet him multiple times now. Very attractive, very easy on the eye. Loves his jam and toast tea. Who doesn't? It's Martin of the Hobby of the Lodge.
Hello. I feel violated after that video.
There's a few more, mate. I mean, I can get a few more pics out. You know, I love a pic. Martin, how are you, sir?
Very good, thanks, mate. Yeah, all good. Yeah.
Been a couple of days since I've caressed you. Oh, held you. Cuddled. I mean, yes.
I'm still a bit sore. I'm sitting on a cushion at the moment.
How dare you? How dare you? So, basically, I'm just going to go through. But Martin's here. Obviously, Martin's now got the Play It Forward box. We'll go through what he got, and then he'll end up doing a few of his other videos as well and whatnot, which he's got planned, which is going to be really awesome. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of a lowdown. I took the box off Lee Nerdy Geezer November last year. The box weighed 27 kilos. That's 27 bags of sugar in Old English. It was extremely heavy, obviously. When I dropped it in my car boot, the suspension dropped down, which was quite funny to me and Lee. And when I got the box, I went through it, and there was a lot of rubbish, really, to be fair. There was loads of stuff that no one wanted. So basically, I spoke to Craig, Mr. Goodwin, who's not in. I haven't seen him yet. I'm going to go through the comments in a minute because there's a few people getting a bit fruity. There's a few people in it. I can't see Craig is in there. He said he'd be here, but never mind. There's a few. I said to Craig, look, I done a FaceTime. I FaceTimed him, showed a few bits, and I said, look, it's not really in a good shape because the people had it. If we go through the names, obviously, Craig Goodwin's place made this box up and sent it out to tubers. We then had Dads and Lads Gaming, which was awesome. The box was a lot smaller. you know, a system slash console slash whatever with a couple of games for someone and a few little titty bits in there. It then went to the Button Bashers, Take Ahead. The next person I won't mention because I don't want to mention them on my channel. Geordie Slasher Gaming got it next, which was awesome. Gib84, who done a great video today about manuals, and apparently you can play a manual. He's trying to mug me off like a two-bob, and he lives up north. Anyway, that's another conversation. Ink Northerner, Cabana, Rollock Already, GP Gaming, Generation Pixel, Retro Red, Roger Retro Gamer, then Lee, and then me. So I'm the 15th person, and now Martin is the 16th person. So yeah, the box was in a sorry state. I sent multiple videos to Craig. There was stuff in there that was broken. There was stuff that no one wanted. So what I said to Craig was, I will sell what I can. With the money I make from that, I will buy something for the next person, and whatever's left over will also give to the next person, which I did. So Martin, my dear friend, what did you get from the Essex legend that is me?
Right. Well, and I won't just jump straight into it. I'll give it a story first. I don't just jump into it, do we?
Now let's give me a backstory. They like to be tickled, these people.
I'll give you a tickle. Okay.
On,
so, obviously I've been in the sort of YouTube retro bit for a little while, only for about a year now, maybe less than that actually. And one of the things I really started enjoying was 8-Bit Boy UK's Master System Challenge.
Nice.
I generally liked giving those a crack, but I was always emulating them because I don't own a Master System. It's probably the one system, mainline system. You know, of course, there's something obscure that I'm sure Ginger Hippie Gaming owns that no one else in the world owns. But one of the mainline systems I didn't own was the Master System, and I've always been planning to get one and never actually got around to it, and could never find one. And then you rocked up with the Play It Forward box, and I now have a Master System, so I can now play these challenges without having to emulate it, because I'm a big believer and a big fan of playing it on the actual original hardware, because I love the ceremony of these things. I love plugging them in, I love turning them on, I love putting the cartridges in, just like I talk about all the other things I do. So yeah, very, very happy to have this. It's lovely condition. I've held off from playing it until we've done this video, so I haven't actually touched it, apart from caressing it in my hands, but never actually plugged it in. I assume it works unless you give me a dodgy one, which there's always. Yeah, so not only did obviously you give me that, but in there was also a proper pad as well.
Love that pad. Love that pad.
Feels good, feels very clicky, feels nice, feels like it's in decent nick. And then you hooked me up with a bunch of games as well. So I'm trying to go through the ones that I have. I've gone from having no Master System games to quite a few, as is my way. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm sure they're calling me all sorts of names. But I'm pretty sure what you gave me were Lucky Duck Caper.
Nice.
Yeah, Lucky Duck Diamond Caper. There was Secret Command.
Awesome. Rambo. That's Rambo. Love Rambo.
Yeah, there is Golden Axe, of course. Awesome classic. There was Action Fighter. This is one that I actually played on the Master System Challenge, and it's actually a really cool game. I really liked playing that. Genuinely like that one. Renegade.
Nice.
The Ninja.
Nice. All classics, mate. All classics.
Yeah, I know. Exactly, Trace HQ, another classic from the Master System Challenge as well. So I can get to go back and play these now physically. Moonwalker, which was another one that came up on the challenge.
Yep.
So Moonwalker's great. Shinobi.
Love Shinobi.
I will get there. Wonder Boy 3.
Such a good
Enduro
friend.
Racer.
I'm such a good friend.
Double Dragon. Wonder Boy Monsterland, and that's it. I think I may have added some of them myself, but to be honest, I can't. The lot you gave me was fantastic. So super chuffed with that.
There's some bangers, we had this conversation just before we come on, and there's some absolutely fantastic games on the Master System. And to me, it's such. I don't want to say it's underrated because people do know about it, but it's kind of like everyone says NES, but like I said to you, I think the NES had a better catalog when it comes to branded game and like Turtles and Batman and this and that. But I think the Master System at the time had some real close arcade ports. There was some real good games on there, and a lot of them you didn't get on the NES. So it's an awesome system, and I was so happy because we'd not long been friends, if you know what I mean. And then I thought, you know what, Martin would love this. So for me to give this to you, I think was awesome. I'm well happy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with the box as well, like where who you're going to give it to and all that jazz, and what you're going to put in and whatnot. And I'm just looking forward to it because you're very thorough. I love your channel. We all love your channel. There's actually a few classic things you've said. I think this is a bit like This Is Your Life, trusting with the Play It Forward box. So let's go over to the footage.
I'm plus 99 at this point. Oh, we're in 2 holes. That's a sentence.
So yeah, you was in 2 holes there, mate. So yeah,
for a brief moment, I was in 2 holes, and then I was in no holes.
Yeah, well, each to their own. There's loads of people in the chat. I just want to quickly go over the boys and girls in the chat. Well, boys, mainly boys. So let's go to the top, and then I'll actually show what Lee put in the box for me, which was cool. So Retro Bait obviously is here. Retro Skilly's here. Sega Zombie, one of my big brothers. U-Star Gamer Alex, who also we met on Saturday, which was awesome, like, as in face to face. The Nerdy Geezer, that's right. The Geezer is in. Knots Gamer Rob, really nice guy. Got something to talk about. I've got something to say about him later, or about him in a good way. Ginger Hippie Gaming, obviously. Ali was talking about him earlier. Come on, Lee, don't fuck about. Yeah, that's right. Cooper's World's in the house. Yes, mate. Who's the good-looking block on my screen? Where is the chef? Oh, dear. Brilliant weekend, of course. Yep. Rock and Rollers here. Oh, there we go. There's Billy. How we doing, Billy? Hope you're good, mate, after that hot weather, after you made your service announcement. Scott is in as well. Sega Saturn. How we doing, Scott? And Gernardinho. Thank you, sir, for popping in. And I think that is all. 2 holes. That's right, mate. 2 holes. It's going down well. Love it. Getting in. Did someone say magic wood?
Try and get some magic wood. Then they've got trees everywhere. They can
Magic wood.
Come on, you can't say that and I can't not snigger. Come on.
Yeah, you can't.
Alex, we're all watching you, mate. We've all got magic wood. Come on.
I've got magic wood.
You know you're going to get Retro Chef in the comments now, don't you?
Oh, God. I'm getting a bit geeky, a bit nerdy, aren't I? But yeah.
Well, that's what this is about, though, isn't it? It's a nerdy stream.
So yeah,
we all get, anytime anyone's watching Alex, we all get magic wood watching Alex.
Bless Alex. Lots going on with him, which I'm looking forward to when he shares it with everyone properly. I'm just going to quickly show a couple of bits that so I've got a few things left over from the box that I had to keep purely because I thought it was hilarious. Now, someone in their wisdom, or multiple people in their wisdom, put in 6 copies of Brain Training Academy. I think there's another 6. I think there's another 6 in the bag I've got, and there's a couple of manuals for a couple of Xbox games that I couldn't sell some stuff. It would not sell for love or money, so I'm gonna keep that as like a memento. Nice box. Now Lee gave me some stuff, so I'm sure he remembers. Excuse me. He knows I'm a horror fan, but I'm not like a hardcore horror fan. I'm a bit of a Saturday morning horror fan. I like the ones that most people like, but there's one particular character that I love the most, and it's Jason Voorhees. He gave me an 8-bit pop. I've got the bluey one from the NES game from Friday the 13th, but he gave me this one. He gave me Freddy Krueger, which is another NES game which I love, 8-bit one. He also gave me, which I think is awesome. He knows these are 2 of my favourite films. They're metal plaques. So you got Running Man metal plaque, which is really nice. So I was like, when I saw this, I nearly wet myself at Lee's ass, literally. And then the other one, which is one of my favourite films, a lot of people's favourite film, is Big Trouble in Little China. And these, like I say, they're metal. Plaques, metal plaques. So I was well happy with that. From the box, because there was game-wise, when you've got over 5,000 games, you're going to struggle to find anything unless it's, a bit more pricey, if you know what I mean. But I thought that was awesome, so I really appreciate that from Lee. It was, one of those things that was really cool. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do with him. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your nostalgia on your channel about the Master System. So, what do you reckon you're going to do first? You're going to do like a playthrough. Is there a particular game you're going to play through on, or is it just any of them? If you know what I mean.
I know that one of the bigger hitters that I got off the swap shop. There we go.
Ooh.
There's a little.
Did you say swap shop?
I did say swap shop, mate.
I'm not going to do anything.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Which I actually got from 8-Bit Boy was Golden Axe Warrior. So he told me this is a very good game that I should check out. So that's probably one of the first ones I'm going to give a crack at.
Yeah, that's a Zelda clone, as in the original Legend of Zelda. Some say it's better because you level up and stuff. Obviously, you cannot say anything's better than Zelda, obviously. But regardless, it's an awesome game.
Yeah. I like that the Master System is also, for its time, I think very woke, because I can't wait to try out Transbot. So that's obviously one.
Transbot is another one of those games that is very nostalgic to a lot of people. So for me, it's a really good game. I really enjoy that game.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch there. I mean, for me, the history of the Master System is mostly bunking off of school. So I can remember in like year 7, year 8 of sort of senior school, my friend Robert, who lives just a little bit far away from me, I used to get the bus to his house every morning, and then we'd walk to school after that. And some days we didn't really fancy going to school, so we would lose his house keys, that we couldn't leave the house because we couldn't find the keys, right? So, and several hours later, we would turn up at school, after playing several hours of Master System. That's my fond memories of it. He then got a CDI, and that was really awesome. He was one of the only people I ever knew that owned a CDI. We played Mad Dog McCree most mornings before school.
Nice.
That was pretty awesome. But yeah, so it's going to be great going back and look at the catalog of the games. I've got I've got 20. I've gone from 0 Master System games to 25 in a very short period of time. So I've already got a whole load that I can try out, and I'll try and catch up on some of the Master System challenges that have been out there. And that's probably how if I do build a collection for it, I'll probably build it by doing those challenges. Like when a challenge comes out, grab the game. I only collect for cartridge games. I only collect the carts anyway. I'm not fussed about manual and stuff like that. So it keeps the prices quite sensible.
Yes.
And it means I can pick up games as and when I want them. So it's going to be really cool, man. I really appreciate you sorting me out. Definitely.
Yeah, it's mate. Listen, you was well up there, because I thought it's a good little thing for, like, especially because you said you never had a Master System, and I was like, yeah, man, like, it's a system you've got our own. So for me, it was a no-brainer. Tez is here. Hello, Tez. Hello, Tez.
I think it's a cool idea. I genuinely think it's a cool idea. I love the obviously the guys that came up with it originally and who've passed it on. I love the idea of that. For someone who's maybe just getting into the hobby, or is maybe going through some tough times, or whatever it might be, this is something that as a community we can sort of throw a bit of effort into and send on to someone. So I'm genuinely going to be looking for someone who I think I can help out, who I can sort of, be it a new system, be it a new hobby, be it whatever it is, you almost kickstart them a little bit. Hey, here's a new console, here's some games you might want to check out. And so that's the bit I'm really looking for. I'm also going to probably do something unique from me. So I'm probably going to paint up a model for them or something, or maybe even chuck in one of my favorite games, one of my actual favorite board games or something. So just mix, because like you say, what you got yourself there, when you got your plaques and you got your pops, it's something that you're like. It's something you can decorate your room with. You can. So it's not just video games; it's other bits and pieces. So but decent stuff, but trinkets and stuff like that people can have.
Yeah, definitely. I think what you said is bang on, mate. Is you need to give it to someone and give them stuff that they're going to like, and vice versa. They're going to play it, watch it, use it, whatever, wear it, or whatever, like you're doing, like whatever it is you're getting. But for me, it's a great idea, and obviously it's been done a few times beforehand. But Craig started it up early last year, and it moved around a couple of people. We stayed around Midlands up north for a little while, as in when I say up north, I mean anything north of Watford is north to me. But regardless, it's now down this way, so it's sweet. I want some people in the chat to tell Martin any other Master System games. There's always there's some real good games. I know you bought one I mentioned to you on Saturday, which I'm not going to say because I'm sure you're going to do a pickup speed, but it's a very good game. But also Master of Darkness, which is
that's 100% one I want to pick up.
it's a good
I
game.
didn't even know that game existed, and I played it. I emulated it. It was on one of the Master System challenges. I emulated it on a Raspberry Pi, and it was brilliant. I loved it. So I was like, I definitely want to get that one. It's one of the more expensive carts, I think. But,
I mean, I think the game's like a £40 or £50 game complete.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, but I actually think it's better than Castlevania. And I know that people might kill me, but graphically and the way you get different weapons and stuff, look, this one's a banging game. Psycho Fox, what a game! Psycho Fox, I'm telling you now, is one of them games that is, it's such a good game. It's such a good game, Psycho Fox. Castle of Illusion.
What is it? Is it a shoot 'em up or something? What is it?
No,
Psycho.
it's a side scroller.
Oh, okay.
2D side scroller. You're a little fox, and it's like, now I think about it, it's a bit like Crash Bandicoot. When I say that, I mean like the graphics are quite they're very, very cartoony, very different. It's a real good game, really colourful game. Looks great on the Master System. You've got Wolf Child, good game. Castle of Illusion, good game. Wolf Child, good game.
Yeah.
Now this one's a bit more pricier, but it is a good game. Ninja Gaiden. Because the Ninja Gaiden on the Master System is different. I'm sure it's different than the NES one. I'm sure it is. Good game. Dracula. Another good game. Dracula. Cloudmaster. Rob, lovely game. Played a game called Cloudmaster not long ago. Yeah, it's a good game. And they're not expensive. R-Type. R-Type's really good.
Yeah, R-Type. Classic.
Alex Kidd and Shinobi World. I'm still after that game. I've got cart only. I need a box complete. I want it nice because the Alex Kidd games are really good. Really good games. There's 2 games on that system. I think there's Super Hang-On and Safari built into that.
Okay.
I'm sure it's 2 games. I swear it's Safari and Super Hang-On.
Because didn't the Master System 2 have Alex Kidd built in if you just turned it on with no cartridge or something?
Some of them had Alex Kidd. Some had there was a couple of little variants.
Okay.
Master of Darkness. Yeah. Operation Wolf. Yeah, if you get the gun. Operation Wolf's a good one. Scrambled Spirits. Oh, Scrambled Spirits. Yes. That is a good game. All the Sonics.
Yeah, that's another one we played on the Master System Challenge, Scrambled Spirits. That was good.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's one I can't think of.
1942 type of game.
Yeah. One I can't think of, but there's one I can't think of, but I know Martin picked it up in the realm. Yeah, you picked up a couple of good ones to be fair.
Yeah, so at the realm at the weekend, I picked up one you were talking about, which is Submarine Attack,
which is awesome.
Yeah, I picked up Afterburner.
Nice.
Thunderblade.
Nice.
Alien Storm.
Nice.
A second copy of Secret Command. So you can never have enough. You can never have enough of them.
Secret Command, because obviously we got it as that, and in America they got it as Rambo. Is it Rambo 2 or Rambo? And it looks way better. It's such a good game. It's quite a tough game, but once you master it, it is really, really good.
I picked up this one, which I looked up pictures of it. It looked quite good, but I don't know if it is. It's called Kensiden. It's like
Kensiden. Is that a fighting game?
It looks like a ninja type game. You're throwing Death Stars and stuff like that, like a platformer. Looks all right. Rastan.
Yeah, Rastan's good.
Another one I picked up from the retro realm was Krusty's Funhouse.
I don't think I played that one.
Yeah, I
think I've played that one. To be honest with you,
it's the only one that's got like the white label on it that I own.
There is
so
a
far.
few of the white label. There's, I think, Aliens Freeze or white labels. A few white labels. Super Smash.
Yeah, then it was Altered Beast, obviously, is a classic, and Shadow Dancer. So
Shadow Dancer, got a few more. Operation Wolf, Ninja. I gave him Ninja, so he's good with that. Micro Machines, The Flints, yes. Gernardino, yes. There's a if you ever think about playing Flintstones, don't beat that though out of your mind. I can't even read properly, but there's a Flintstone game I thought was all right. New Zealand Story, that's a real good conversion of it. To be fair,
Oh,
Don't forget the hidden
could
game
be
on
the
the
Commodore 64 and Amiga versions, though. That's the question.
Yeah, no, it's good. There's a hidden game as well, and I can't remember what Scythe told me. You got to hold down on the controller with no gaming or something, and it's like a snake
Was it a
game.
Snake game? I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember doing that when I was a kid.
Bubble, yeah. Fantasy's own fantasy. Listen, there's some proper good games. You know, hold a button combination of power up and get a snail game. Yeah. That's it. Fantasy Star, Submarine Attack. Yeah, see, that's what Lee was thinking about. Submarine Attackers cracking game was challenging 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, okay. Rambo 3, Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap. I gave him that one.
Yep.
What's the snail game? Yeah, there was. I'm trying to think. Sorry, Rambo First Blood. So Rambo is Secret Command. That's Secret Command is what we got in the PAL region, and then Rambo is what they got. Sagial, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's a shmup game. That's a good one. It's got an unusual front cover. Time Soldiers is good. Sound like you need a full set. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of honestly, there's so many like good games on that system. It's and there's a couple that I'm after that are marked because obviously if you get that converter, there's a what converter is it? There's a converter we can play Game Gear games. But anyway, there's a few Game Gear games that you can get on my system carts. Like I'm after Shinobi G. There's like Shinobi GG, the Game Gear version, which is my favorite version, one of my favorite versions of Shinobi. There's quite a few. There's a few of the Brazilian ones, like the Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There's a few of them ones like that because my system went on for quite some time over South America. But yeah, no. So I think we should have a little chat about the weekend, Mike. This is a little casual chat because obviously I've got Swap Shop Sunday. So I've got a few. Actually, firstly, we had some real hot weather this week, boys and girls.
We did.
Real hot weather. A few people were out in the sun. So Paul looking very attractive. Actually, I don't know why he's wearing a Mario t-shirt, but it's very attractive. And then obviously Martin's at the beach, looking good. Look at the chest.
Look at that.
The hairy chest. Bless him. Look at him. And then there was a Viking spotted in a field in Suffolk, looking his best. Old side,
great t-shirt,
lovely t-shirt.
He says he's a Spectrum fan, but why do I always see him? I always see him Commodore stuff. He's never.
He's lying.
Absolutely.
But then obviously on the day we had Paul sleeping. Look at him. Look at these flies open. Filthy animal. And then there's a picture that's gone up on the YMCA website of these three boys. You've got Right Said Fred and the crew. I love this picture's quality. Right Said Fred and the crew. Look at that. Bless them. A couple of boys. And then there's me and Paul in the car, which is hilarious because I was going semi-fast in my car, and he was laughing, Paul, at my little blow-off valve on my turbo. It was quite funny. And then, well, we got. Obviously, we did a picture before we did the stream. No, was that after the stream or before? I can't remember now.
It was before. Yeah, it's just before.
Just us five looking good. Side of legends, and then obviously we did the stream with you there, sir. You were in the picture, which was awesome. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it's great fun. Great fun.
Obviously, you handed over the golden joystick, which was awesome, which is now living at Scott's house. And then we had a bit of a fire picture, which you took. And then I'm quite loving Sega Zombies Young there, which I thought was hilarious.
We were getting quite late there. We were getting quite tired.
Yeah, it was getting quite late. And then I was trying to think, have I got any... Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, it was quite hot, as we know, during last week, early this week. So, you know, a few people had to cool down. So this is just one person that's cool down. Yeah, so that's Ali Ali cooling down, bless him. Let's see the comments. Let's go to the comments.
Generally, when he posted that, he's got no shame, that man, whatsoever. I love it. Absolutely love it. He's just...
yeah. I love it. That free Masters to free in South America. They did, yeah. Ooh, hairy chest. Retro bait. Yep. Paul looking a bit upset. laughing. Didn't we? Did we have a bit of tennis being played as well? Yeah, I've done that one. Paul, are your flies still undone? They are, mate. That's how he rolls. Always, Ali, got to be ready for action. Filthy animal. Talking about action. Just while we're here, we just.
Listen, when I fuck off, all right?
Yeah, so just making sure we get that out there, as you know, for us. Where's the comments? Hydrated people. Yeah, you got to stay hydrated, Ali, for Christ's sake. Love it. Smiley face, love it. That was funny when that went up in the group. Yeah, legend. Yeah, no, it was a great weekend, and
yeah, it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
I'm looking forward to many more times altogether. Chef, are you at the boot this weekend? Maybe, sir. Maybe. Yeah, I need to get out to the boot. I'm actually going to go over in August to Ed Hunt to do a boot with him. I love Ed Hunt. We get on really well. Excuse me.
I didn't know. He's probably one of the first UK YouTubers that I saw in, like, when I was getting into the retro stuff. Like, that's one of the first people I saw, and he lives in like Bromley way, I think, or somewhere that
he lives down your manor.
Yeah, so I didn't know you knew him, but yeah, I mean, I've never met him.
We're not blood brothers like me and you.
Well, fair enough.
But no, I'll be honest. He's a lovely, really nice guy. We get on really well. When I do go to see him, I'll let you know, because maybe you and Lee can pop along to the booth as well. Because I promised him I'd go last year, but I just never got with my work. With work last year, I didn't get much time to do anything. Whereas this year it's a bit different. I've got a bit more time. Still lots going on, but you know, it was good. That one's posh tennis court, an actual lawn. Let's Pedro, let me show you again. I would slow mo it for you, but I can't. But let's have a look at it. Yeah, so there you go, Pedro. Just for you, mate. Haha, rather than glass. But yeah, good weekend. Even got to burn some t-shirts. Evening, gents. Jay, how we doing, brother? Yeah, loving the tees, guys. Yeah, we all had the t-shirts.
I would say if people get the opportunity to, like, I think this YouTube thing's really cool, and I've really enjoyed sort of talking with you guys and that all the time. Sorry, I always get a bit soppy, you know me.
No, you're good, bro.
Like, I would definitely say to anyone who's watching this, like, if you get the opportunity to go and meet someone, go and do it. It was such a laugh. Like, one of the best bits of the night for me was just sitting on Scott's couch playing what's it called, Vendetta on the Switch, the Streets of Rage clone game. We were just sitting there, we were just chilling, and we were just chatting whilst playing games, and then sitting around doing the fire, watching the rugby with you guys. Like, it was just so nice to be with mates, basically, you know, and that's something I don't get to do that often. So genuinely, for me, I would say to anyone, I'll meet anyone on here. We'll go for a drink, we'll go for a laugh, man. Whatever. It was such a nice thing to go and do that I definitely want to do more of it. If that's the thing it's the best thing that's come out of doing this YouTube, frankly. Sod the views, sod anything else. Meeting you lot and getting to hang out with you guys has been absolutely awesome. So yeah, I hope everyone gets the chance to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, the stream we did, my legs are still hurting, by the way, sitting on that floor. Scott's floors are literally concrete. But no, it was you know what it felt like? It felt like a circle being completed, because I've met you, I've met Scott, I've met Paul, which was awesome, which I've got that picture here when Paul came down to my work. Because you know what, you need to send me the picture of what me and you had, Mark, together.
Oh yeah.
I haven't got it actually to share.
I'll ping it over
to my work. So I've met Paul, I've met you, I've met Scott, I've met Lee multiple times. Because where's that one of Paul, Lee? Where is that one? Because, you know, with Lee,
if you don't like what I'm doing, then fuck off.
Yeah. So no. Why are you laughing?
I love it. It's just so matter of fact. Well, you can just
listen. I've met him, and I never met Sai, and then
that was a job interview, by the way. That video was from.
He got the job.
He got the job. Yeah, they were like, mess with you, mate. Take it.
Yeah,
yours.
They didn't mess around. It was just cool. We all met. You know, I've met Gernardinho. I know what he really looks like. I've met Pedro. I've met Sega Saturn. Like there's so many guys that I've met. Gashead Steve, 2D Rob. There's so many people that I've met, which has been awesome. But to actually meet with the six of us together, because we all get on really well. We all chat, like we chat every day, literally every 10 minutes, every couple of minutes, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it was just awesome, and I had such a good time. And yes, like you said, I echo what you say. If you're able to meet up with tubers and you're all like-minded and you're laughing, that's part of the battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bang on, Martin. Meets are awesome. Yeah, Gernardinho, I love him to pieces. I can't wait to see him again. We're definitely gonna. I need to talk to him because he's like me and Rob. He sends me he works at the airport. He lands the planes, and he's not a pilot though. He sent me over his timetable of when he's working because we're trying to sort out a meet with Time Walk James. Because that's good, that's right. Time Walk James, I don't know if you know his channel. Another really nice guy. He's just moved down your neck of the well. He lived down your way anyway, but now he lives near Blue Water. He's a top guy.
Okay.
James, as well. So there's a good little core of us now. So it's really cool. Best part was when the family left the pub garden. Yeah. Hope it's leather to wipe clean. How dare you? I'm going to have to move house. You're now on a limit. Yeah, you look Skelly, Essex, mate. Lovely. PVC, extra king. Yeah. Without the people I met on YouTube, life would be very lonely. Fact. No, I'm with you, man. Listen, Rob, I get you. I'm just doing YouTube
to become famous. Fair enough. Everyone's got to have a goal, mate. Everyone's got to have.
I'm not being funny, but at least he's being honest. He's being honest, isn't he? Fair play. Listen, I can't wait to meet Kuba because we've been talking for so long. Hi there. Retro Crisis recommended your channel to me. I must say it hasn't disappointed yet. Keep it up, guys. Thank you very much. Listen, I am terrible with names, so I'm just gonna call you Bam Bam because your surname's Bam. So that's close enough.
I can't believe no one's asked if we've got an Evercade yet.
Nah, they don't come on my channel. It's all I know, Martin. LOL. Yeah, for Ahali. Yes, thank you. Twice. One wasn't planned, but great story. Yeah, there was. I'm not going to tell the story because I know there was a time when Gernardinho was stalking me. He was harassing me outside of where was it again? That charity shop out in Essex. It was hilarious, but yeah, got to meet him. I took him home. We didn't have intercourse. I just took him home. It was very nice.
Was it consensual?
It was very, very, very gentle. Just a shame you all live so far. No, you live far away. Not we. You live miles away. You filthy animal. Retro Crisis is a top guy. He's going to have me. Actually, I'm going to be on a podcast with him soon. So he's a top guy. Thanks again. Paul tried to throw a coffee over me at Liverpool Street. Okay, fair enough. There's no Evercade in the box.
No.
I wished I filmed Paul watching the rugby. Yeah, that was hilarious, to be fair. I loved on the weekend live stream when you said popular games that you didn't like. Yeah, again, there was
that was controversial. That was cracking.
Yeah, I mean, we found out that we all hated Sai that night. About the Resident Evil
martial arts movies. What?
I'm not being funny. I mean, because me and Pedro and 2D, we all love martial arts, but me and Pedro, I was surprised Pedro didn't drive down that night because he was watching the stream. So
I thought myself, because I went first, I thought, well, I'm dropping the GoldenEye bomb. I thought, well, no one's going to go worse than GoldenEye.
Yeah, that was pretty
I felt like it was just escalation from there. It just got worse until someone said an entire 80s genre martial art.
It just got worse. It's only, you know why it is? Because he starred in Lord of the Rings as one of those little Vikings. He likes those kind of movies, old Si. So like Time Bandits. That's what I was trying to say to him. If you send me the box and you're Evercade, I cannot read. If you send me the box and you're Evercade in mine, we're having words.
That's what it is. It's a simple thing. You're getting the Evercade and the collection of cards. That's it. Job done. I'm moving on. It's the easiest play it forward box ever.
As long as you didn't put one of those god awful rubber sheaths. Oh, fair enough. I get very carried away with rugby. We know You're very loud. I had to keep apologising, and that man was going to beat you up. That man told me, "Listen," I said, "Well, what was my mate? Don't touch." Where are we? I was lucky to get out alive. Bless you. Agree, Gordon. I never ever about the martial art. All right, fair enough. I'll take that one. Let's get all those smashed in. Nice one, Tez. Yeah. Evening, guys. Gib, how we doing, mate? Gordon. Yeah. There was some revelations that there might need to be. Like you get like Oprah Winfrey and Murray. They do like the after show videos where they talk to you about what happened on the show. I think I might need to have a little one-on-one chat with someone about Lee Nerdy Geese saying doesn't like Metal Gear. No, was it Lee or was it Scott?
Lee didn't like Resident Evil, I think, which is.
So what did Sai say then?
Sai said martial arts movies.
What else did he say though? Final Fantasy.
I can't remember. I know Lee. Lee might have said Metal Gear Solid as well, but I think he kind of also agreed on Resident Evil. I'm sure they'll tell us in a sec. We've got it recorded. We can go back and watch it.
I might have to go back and add another like and a comment to that one because it was cool. It was obviously on Scott's channel, which was awesome.
Oh yeah, someone said Street Fighter, didn't they? Someone was like, "Oh,
who was it? Street Fighter." That was Paul.
Paul. Yeah, Paul's in Mortal Kombat. I mean, he's wrong, but he prefers Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, but all right. Well, I still love him, but I'm upset. Shit, I need a buyer. Oh, all right for your
for the Evercade.
Jay says hi. Yeah, it was obviously great.
Hello.
Meet Jade again. Steve, right? Hi, Jade. Both Scott and Lee are also right. Listen, you can't you can't not have martial arts and Resident Evil, Street Fighter. Yeah, it was a little bit. Dizzy, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Metal Gear. I said Sonic, but I've got a fair excuse. I don't mind Sonic, but I just don't think it's Resident Evil stinks. All evil stinks and all. Oh no! Resident Evil for shame. Paul was Street Fighter. Yeah, he was. I thought you were going to become retro free at that point. Yeah, you were like, this is like the breakup stream, innit?
It was just bombshell after bombshell. I don't know what was going to go next.
It was filth, to be honest with you, mate. I mean, I can't believe people got out of that house alive that night. I'm surprised the fire didn't consume a few people. Metal Gear Solid, I can't believe Metal Gear Solid. Davis time, but Bam Bam is all love too. Yeah, man. Listen, I love making a name for people, so it's all good, brother. Thank you for jumping on. Street Fighter is a better game. MK was edgy for its time. That was the main thing. Original Mortal Kombat doesn't hold up well. See, that's the problem. I think what Rob said there is spot on. Street Fighter, because it's not, digitized graphics, it does hold up now. Whereas Mortal Kombat does look dodgy.
Yeah, 100%. You can go and play Super Nintendo Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and it's still an amazing game today. Yeah, Mortal Kombat would not be. I mean, you wouldn't play on the SNES anyway because you get sick rather than blood or whatever it's supposed to be. But
isn't it interesting how now Mortal Kombat for the last 5 games have all gone computerized graphics?
Yeah,
it's no longer digitized and all that jazz. They stopped it after Mortal Kombat 4 or 5 on the PS1. I'm not sure now. It's around that time.
I've not really played any of the modern ones. I've not really played them at all.
They are good. Mortal Kombat 10 or XL is the one you want with all the extras. Jason, Alien. I think Mortal Kombat 11. I've got that on the PS4 or Switch. He's got RoboCop and Terminator and Rambo. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I just can't play anything other than like the original, like the Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Arcade Plus. These when they get modern day fighters now, there's so much to do and remember. And like for me, Street Fighter 2's got just enough moves for you to really learn to master them. Like it's got,
definitely.
And now the modern ones just too much. And that's generally the problem with a lot of modern games is they bloat them up too much to be like, really too in depth. I think someone was saying it about like football manager games and stuff like that. The ones back in the day, you could get on with them. Nowadays, you've got to have an assistant, a PhD in finance, all these sorts of things just to run the game. And it's like,
we were saying that on Saturday. If you remember, I was saying,
I
was saying I'd love to do a stream playing Championship Manager 2001, because that was my favorite back in the day. because you could adjust the skills before you played. So you could put like John Terry is good and whoever you wanted. But then Paul was like the Amiga version, Chat Manager. No, what did he say? Chat Manager 3? No, Chat Manager 2 or 3? Yeah. And I was like, then I thought, oh, Chat Manager Italy, because I used to love being Lazio and having Alan Boxic and Gascoigne and Giuseppe Signori, all them ones. But yeah, there's some but you're right. It gets a bit silly now. And it was Billy's fault, by the way, Lee. Yeah, you're right. Billy did ask that silly question about the games.
Even when you look at the simulator games, like sort of the classic theme park, theme hospital, Sim Cities, the originals, the ones that are out now,
you said that as well.
You know, like I can easily go back and play Theme Park and Theme Hospital. I think is an absolutely amazing game, so I can play that anytime. But the ones that now are just there's too much in it. You know,
I mean,
I don't want to play another job. I don't want to manage a whole hospital.
No,
just
I've got that that new one which is made by Sega. What's that called?
2 Point Hospital or something? Is it called?
Yeah, I got it from Argos for like 20 quid or something. And I've never played it. Pompey Games Room's here, by the way. How you doing, fella? Good to see. I haven't forgotten. I need to ring you, mate. I haven't forgotten. I promise you, I will. I'm not a fan of dry toilet paper. Fucking hell. Tekken Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast, hands down, is all right. One of the best fighting games, hands down. I was going to say the best, but I can't because I love Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast is a very cheap game, but graphically and everything, I love Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast.
I don't know how popular this game is, but I've got a soft spot for Bloody Roar on the GameCube. I really like that.
Now, Bloody Roar, evening Retro Bear, great to see you. I haven't heard or spoke to you in some time, big brother. Bloody Roar 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1, which are awesome. Then you got Bloody Roar 3 and 4, which is Xbox, GameCube, PS2, blah blah. Again, very underrated games.
But I genuinely really like them.
It's the same as the Dark Stalker games. If you've played any of them, they can fetch a few quid, but they are very, very good, and they're Capcom as well. We're talking about fighters now. My Mortal Kombat 4 went 3D. Okay, I can't remember. There's so many Mortal Kombats, I kind of give up. I'll let myself out. Yeah, no worries. Sorry.
Fighting movies and fighting games is the topic.
Yeah,
he's not interested.
The only thing about Mortal Kombat is digitalized graphics for telly moves and the whole bloody thing making music. Yeah, I remember all that. There he is. Just checking in on my fear, watching my wife and Priscilla Quinn. Nice. But we'll watch back, see how things are going. We're all good. Craig, we're all good.
I have to say thanks to Goodwin's Place because he obviously inspired where is it over this shoulder, the pixel panel thing.
We're going to put you in
his video on how to do that, and managed to build my own. It's back there. Look.
You need to
freaking awesome. If you haven't done one, go to his channel, watch him build it. He takes you through everything. He lists everything on the video of what you need to buy, and you can build one of those things, and they are super freaking cool. So yeah.
When do I collect my one off you then? Mine? No, don't be like that.
You should do it, man. You should do it. You're building a new games room. You need to put one of those panels in there, man.
Yeah, but you need to make them.
I'll build it for you. You get the parts. I'll build it for you. No worries.
No, I'll send you 50 quid and then you sort out.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Pompey Games Room, agreed. There's too many combos to remember new fighting games. Love the 16-bit tiles. Now,
100%.
I liked Mortal Kombat, but I didn't like the fatalities. And I'll tell you why I didn't like them, because I couldn't fucking do them. So, whereas with Street Fighter, as you've seen on Ali 16 Bits and Bob's Street Fighter tournament, I smashed people, mate. I left them for dead. I'm dangerous at that game. I didn't win it, but I'm very good. Neo Geo Fighters, a God's tier. I think Pedro, you ain't even got to say that because everyone knows Neo Geo games. You know, Samurai Shodown, Sengoku Lost Battle. There's some epic. You know, King of Fighters, Mark of the Wolves. Oh my God, there's some games like, big time. Mortal
I can
Kombat
remember
9.
the King of the Fighters games. I've got vivid memories of like there used to be a market I live near a place called Bexleyheath, and there was an indoor market there. And when I was a kid, used to go in there and there'd be like this market stall, and he sold like the Neo Geo boards and everything, and he'd have on screens like King of Fighters playing, and you
Oh,
just
wow.
stood around like no one ever bought anything from that stall because everything on
Yeah.
that stall was hundreds of pounds
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in
of
like
course.
the early 90s, right? But you literally stood around that stall all day just looking up at games you would never play, like going, man, that looks so cool. And King of Fighters, whichever one it was back then, it was always on those screens. And
Yeah.
I can literally vividly remember standing there looking at it going, never gonna play that, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, there's Neo Geo is awesome. I can't wait to get all my Neo Geo stuff out once I get my room together, because there's some awesome games on there. Going on to Neo plays Mortal Kombat 9, which was called Mortal Kombat 2011. I think it was released, one of the best ones by miles. You know what, Rob? There's so many. There's a couple of PS3 ones are pretty good. A couple of PS2 ones are pretty shit. PS4, there's quite a few. 0102 was one for me, Lee. Yeah, I really liked 0102 because obviously Arsenal had Bergkamp and Henry and whatnot, and this is the classic thing here. Champ manager, one more game, the one more go game. You always did that just before you go to bed. Quickly do one more game. Yeah, 993. Chris Waddle would have been awesome. We would have had a Gascoigne would have been on point. I think even Lineker's still in that game because he played till 90. I think he retired in 94, 95 from Grand Passate with his toe injury, bless him. There were some good players in that game. Back when footballers were bloke. Italy was class. Eric is that Cantina? Do you mean Cantona? Was that the Sunderland version? What about the new RoboCop? Yeah, so it looks shit. No, I think it looks all right, Jimmy. The videos I've only seen a few trailers for it or whatever. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, I think we need a good RoboCop game. We never really got an awesome one.
I think the trouble with it is how do you make it feel like RoboCop? So I could get it. It could look like a great first-person shooter, right? But if you know a first-person shooter, you're looking down the barrel of the gun, you're moving it around. RoboCop doesn't aim. RoboCop scans a room and then looks in any direction he likes and shoots someone over there, shoots someone over there, shoots someone over there.
Yeah.
So how are they going to replicate that? Because he doesn't do this, right? He doesn't go, this and aim for someone.
No.
And also, he doesn't care about being shot. So if you're RoboCop doesn't duck behind cover. RoboCop doesn't, dodge in and out. He walks into a room and annihilates everybody whilst taking loads of hits. So I think it looks good as modern games do. I just wonder how will they be able to pull it off to make it feel like your RoboCop. That's my worry.
Yeah, you're spot on. For me, it needs to be more like a Resident Evil, over the top shoulder kind of game. Because, like you said, he needs to be able to freehand shoot, like not look, and you want to see the gun come out the leg.
Yeah,
you want to
I
see
can't remember who I was talking to. We were saying that we reckon it could be better as like a strategy game. So imagine from almost like a top-down view or an isometric view, RoboCop walks in, and the first thing you do, like it pauses. You now have to optimize who he takes out in that room based on their positioning, and then you press play, and it plays out and if you got it wrong, you get killed or whatever. But then you would see him just go scan. Right, I'm going to go that person. I'm going to make that fall from there. I'm going to position myself here and play it out like that rather than a first-person shooter. I just think the problem with a lot of like superhero games and stuff like that is how do you make them feel like they're the superhero? That's why you can't make a good Superman game. You can't make a good Superman game because Superman is impenetrable. He's a god essentially. So how do you make one where you feel like Superman without having a health bar or having taking damage? So that's I'm looking forward to it because it looks amazing. Very cyberpunk city and everything. But I just wonder how they make it feel like RoboCop.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. We'll have to wait and see. Lee wants one of those panels. Yeah, we just have to wait and see. Mortal Kombat 4-8 Unforgettable. What the fuck? I thought this was about Play It Forward box. Seems like a normal live stream. You talked about the box here. Al, you've missed the box, mate. We talked about the box. Al doesn't like any games at the minute. He's selling them off, the filthy animal. £50. Those panels cost £100. Listen, Craig, don't £25 then. War Combat was a rip-off way of the Warrior has its charm. Second mate nearly had it. The legend Mark Paul. Yeah, listen, there were so many. Mark of Wolves, Cyber Snake J. You're the one who got me on that game. That game I love that game. Too late, Al. You've pissed off all the people. Love the original Samurai Showdown. Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many fighters. You know, like you can Neo Geo. You know, never played it, so you are missing out, mate. Whether or not you can emulate it that good, I'm not quite sure. I say that because I've got the Neo Geo Gold, and that obviously is an emulation system in respects. But regardless,
what's the pocket one like? Have you got the Pocket Neo Geo, whatever it's called?
Yeah, I've got a Pocket Neo Geo color one. Yeah, they're good. It's a good little system. Gets a lot of love, but they're very expensive. Some of the games on that. Again, the graphics are very cutesy on that. They're not Neo Geo-esque, if you get me, but they've got their own Neo Geo feel to it because they're very cutesy.
Yeah, I've got one of those Pandora 11 arcade sticks, and that's got a lot of them on there. I mean, you know, it's emulation again, but it's the only way that I get to play them. And yeah, it's so great going back and seeing those games that you just gawked at when you were 11 years old, and these things are amazing, you know.
Yeah, it's I got one of them. I was saying earlier, I don't know which one I've got. I got it off Goldtooth, which I haven't done a video yet, but I will do one.
Did you hose it down?
Smell, the clunge smell was unreal. Looks for shit is young talk for good at Retro Chef. I'm good, old Paul, OSG. Hope you're good, brother. Well, we're going to drop off in a minute because it is a school night. I need to actually have
I'll quickly show what I've got for people that joined late.
Yes, you can show a few bits, mate. You crack on. I'm just going to go.
Join late. So yeah, Retro Chef has handed me the Play It Forward box, of which was in there was a Master System, which I have been after for a very long time. It's the only mainline system that I don't really own, and I've been wanting to get one because one, I've been wanting to do all the Master System challenges, and two, just, you know, good childhood memories from bunking off school with my mates. There was a controller in there, and then there was a whole plethora of games, which I've been through a bunch, but to pick out some: Wonder Boy 3, Dragon's Trap, Double Dragon, Wonder Boy Monsterland, Moonwalker, Ninja, Action Fighter, Golden Axe, Secret Command, the list goes on and on. So yeah, well happy, mate. Thank you very much, and I will absolutely hook someone up with some cool stuff for the next one. But I say, like, I'm actually open to ideas. If people know anyone out there in the community or not that could really do with a boost, or could do with, you know, someone who's getting into the hobby or something like that, then let me know. Give me some suggestions, right? Because that's the way it's going to come from me, is that I really want it to be a kickstart for someone. So that's either someone who's in a bad spot and needs help, and this could really lift them, or someone who's starting the hobby and you know, that hasn't got a lot that they want to get going with, so I can help them out. So yeah, I'll do some videos on the sort of stuff that I'm going to put together. It's going to be gaming, clearly, because it's from the Hobby Lodge. It's going to be something to do with board gaming as well, and I'll probably paint something up for you guys. I'll put some nice stuff in there, and that's my plan. So that's what I'm going to do with it.
I'm looking forward to it, mate.
There'll be homebrew in there as well. Surely there's got to be some homebrew, right? So
there has to be. If there's not, there's going to be problems.
Exactly.
Just before we go, I just want to talk about these couple of little things with the boys and girls. So we've got Swap Shop this Sunday. I have to move the date because I'm away the following week. So this Sunday, myself, GGB Gaming, Champion 2D Rob, Games Made of Cardboard Bill, Retro Rewind, Champion 2D Rob, all will be live this Sunday. Looking forward to that. We've got the quiz back on the 3rd of August, 8 p.m. With the champion, Sega Zombie, against Cyber Snake J. Looking forward to that. And Danny over at Press Start Gaming. That's going to be cool as well. And then finally, we've got this soon. Red Dwarf special. Let's Talk Retro over on Side GGP Gaming's channel. I was on it, and he's got Knots Gamer on. Really good. We had a really good time, me and Side. We talked about loads of stuff, like we always do. It was a really good time. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, so that should be good. Martin, what about you, mate? Anything coming for you the next couple of days before we say goodbye?
Yeah, I mean, As always, Monday night's my most regular thing. So Monday night, 8 o'clock, I do Monday Night Retro, where I pick a system from the collection behind me and we smash out a bunch of games. At the moment, I'm playing through, from start to finish, Sam's Journey on the Commodore 64, which is an absolutely outstanding game. There's two parts already up on the channel if you want to check them out. But I'm going to be playing the third part, and I think it's going to be 4 parts. I think it's going to take me 4 parts to get through it. But then after that, I'm going to be doing I'm definitely going to be diving into the Master System as well. So you'll see some videos coming out from the Master System. As you know, I loving the homebrew scene at the moment. So I literally picked this up yesterday. I can't pronounce how that is said, but this is one of the first physical Amiga homebrew games I've got, and I'm telling you, this thing is lovely. They've gone to town on it. There's also I'm going to do a video on it anyway, so I won't spoil it now. But it's a shoot 'em up for the Amiga, and it looks proper nice. So yeah, video on this. Yeah, just all sorts, but mostly, as I've said before, I'm really focusing in on that sort of Commodore scene, as that's what really gets me going. Let's put it that way.
No, that's good, mate, and we're loving. I love it. I watch 90% of what you do, if you know what I mean, because it's the times you do them, and if I'm around, I'm always watching them, or I'm watching them when I go to work. So I'm looking forward to it. Just going to shout out the Micromaniacs on the 9th. It's myself, Learny Geezer, Pete on the Retro Tip, and 8-Bit Race. That should be awesome.
Nice.
I really enjoy that stream, doing that with Lee, because obviously I'm new to all the 8-bit micro stuff. Obviously a couple of games from yourself and things I've bought. So thanks to everyone in the comments. Just want to say a massive thank you to Craig Goodwin. We're keeping the Play It Forward box going on. It's now on to mine, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what Martin does. The box now is a size that can be moved around rather than something that was not worth paying the postage on. But regardless, it's all good. Looking forward to seeing what Martin does. I'll catch you Sunday. Wave now, Martin.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Love you too.